If you're a fan of classic American muscle cars, then you've probably heard of the G-body platform. This iconic platform was used by General Motors in the late 70s and 80s for some of their most beloved cars. In this video, we'll be counting down the top 5 G-body cars that you should know about. Whether you're a collector, a restorer, or just a fan of classic American muscle, these cars are sure to impress. Make sure you subscribe to our channel first and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Let's get started. Number 5. Chevy Monte Carlo SS. The Chevy Monte Carlo SS is a classic car loved by many for years. It came out first in 1970 and was part of the G-body platform, shared with other cool cars like the Buick Grand National. The Monte Carlo SS had different versions over the years, but the first one from 1970 to 1971 stood out with its V8 power and sporty suspension. It looked tough with its long hood and sleek lines, and the SS package added a blacked-out rear panel and better suspension. Inside, there were SS logos on the headrests and a bunch of round instruments. Outside, it had a slim rear spoiler and Monte Carlo SS decals. Back then, it was pretty fast too. The 1970 model could hit 60 miles per hour in 7 seconds and do the quarter mile in 14.9 seconds at 92 miles per hour. The 1983 version was a bit slower, with a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of about 8.2 seconds and a quarter mile time of 16.1 at 85 miles per hour. They might not match today's cars, but they were impressive for their time. Number 4. Buick Grand National. The Buick Grand National is a legendary muscle car that was produced from 1982 to 1987. It started life as a Buick Regal and quickly evolved into one of the most desirable muscle cars of the 1980s. The Grand National was a sleeper car, meaning it didn't initially appear to be a high-performance vehicle, but it was capable of impressive feats. The car's history is marked by its association with NASCAR, where Buick enjoyed significant success in the Grand National Manufacturers' Cup from 1981 to 1982. In terms of performance, the Grand National was a force to be reckoned with. It featured a 3.8-liter V6 engine that produced over 245 horsepower, making it a formidable contender in the automotive world. The car's design was also notable, with a long hood, wide stance, and a range of features that made it stand out from its competitors. Number 3. Oldsmobile Cutlass. The Oldsmobile Cutlass is a well-liked car that's been made in different versions over the years. One of the most famous versions is built on the G-body platform. General Motors used this platform from 1978 to 1988. It had 3-liter V6 engine producing 110 horsepower. People who like to modify cars like the G-body platform because they could keep these features, but make the car lighter. This made it great for drag racing. The Oldsmobile Cutlass was part of the G-body platform from 1982 to 1987. It was really popular during this time, with over 10 million sold. People liked it because it had a lot of space inside, strong engines, and a unique look. It was one of the best G-body cars you could get back then. Number 2. Buick Regal. The Buick Regal G-body has a long history loved by car fans. It started in 1978 when Buick was the first to put a V6 turbocharged engine in a mainstream car. This move set the stage for famous models like the Grand National and the GNX, which showed how powerful G-body cars could be. The Buick Regal GS came out with Buick's first supercharged V6. It had 240 horsepower and 280 pound-feet of torque. In 1982, the Buick Regal Sport Coupe 3.8 liters V6 turbo added to the performance with its strong engine. And in 1987, the Buick Regal T-Turbo took things further with a 3.8 liters V6 turbo engine. The design of the Buick Regal G-body has always mixed luxury with sportiness. In 1978, the Regal got smaller, but still packed a punch with its 3.8-liter turbocharged V6. This was a big change from the bigger, older designs of the time. Number 1. Chevy El Camino. The Chevy El Camino is a special kind of vehicle that mixes the usefulness of a pickup truck with the style and comfort of a car. It first appeared in 1959, using the Chevrolet Brookwood station wagon as its foundation. Its purpose was to compete with Ford's Ranchero, which was popular at that time. In 1964, Chevy reintroduced the El Camino. This second generation of the El Camino was even more practical. It even had the option of a powerful 327 cubic inch small block V8 engine, which could produce 350 horsepower. As time went on, the engines in the El Camino got bigger. Eventually, they reached a massive 396 V8 big block engine, which could produce up to 375 horsepower. That's all for now. Don't forget to like and share the video and follow us for more amazing updates. Thanks for watching.